at Kansas Speedway, because it is an elimination race. At the end of the day, 4 drivers will have their championship hopes dashed. The unexpected is almost expected. It's Daniel Hemrick, David Reagan making up row 1. Green flags in the air.
Ryan Blaney already to the bottom, but David Reagan making it 3 wide with his teammate on the outside. He's going to be clear into second place.
Battle for third right behind them.
Larson trying to come through. Larson's got a great run. He's going to get on the inside of the 12, almost getting a push from the 6 car, Ryan Newman.
What a mess, 3 and 4 wide. Will they get it sorted out? For 3 and 4 they do. Looks like pace laps are so organized, but at 180 miles an hour.
Hemrick fights back now. Larson a little higher on the racetrack. The momentum now. How will he use it as they come out of 4?
Oh, the 12 had to lift big time right there.
Larson for the lead at Kansas. New into second place. Kyle Busch was able to get by Daniel Suarez. So Kyle Busch chasing after, but he's 1.8 seconds back. Suarez has dropped back to third, Dave.
But what a nice run for him, including that 8th place qualifying position. When I talked to Billy Scott, his crew chief, about that, he said, yeah, we're surprised. We put downforce in that car after qualifying, so that was a nice surprise. Meanwhile, up front, Kyle Larson in the 42. Have you ever done anything with damaged ribs? Now, Kyle doesn't think he broke any ribs last week at Talladega, but he definitely has some bruising that causes him pain. If you sneeze or if you cough or whatever you do, as we see Ryan Newman with trouble here, if you sneeze or cough or anything, now the caution's out. It hurts, Rick, and Kyle Larson is leading this race and possibly winning stage 1 with damaged ribs.
Yeah, 6 laps to go. The caution comes out. That saves Harvick from going a lap down. He would have been the next car to go a lap down.
You see how much damage the 6 car has. Here he is on the bottom racing with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Contact, big hit into the wall.
Same team, by the way. How will the older tires hold up? Blaney, Boyer, Logano did not come to pit road. Up through the gears they go. 2 laps to go in stage 1.
Stenhouse did not get a good restart. That's going to allow Joey Logano to jump in that outside lane like you talked about, Junior. Huge advantage of Logano right here, I think.
And how about his teammate Ryan Blaney blocking him? Blaney already on to the round of 8. Logano fighting to go to the round of 8.
5 wide.
Here they come. The 41 on the inside. Suarez trying to take over the lead, but the 9 of Elliott pushes the 22 up front.
And look at the 14 falling back. That gamble not paying off for him, but the 22 has a huge opportunity to get these points.
Big championship implications for Joey Logano as he has 1 lap to go, trying to stay in front of Chase Elliott, also fighting for his playoff hopes. Chase Elliott with a big run, though. He's able to close the gap on Logano.
Logano trying to break the draft down the back straightaway. He's looking in that mirror the entire lap here, trying to go wherever that 9 car is and take the air off of the front of that 9 car.
Is he close enough? Can Chase Elliott catch him by the start-finish line? A little bit of momentum. It's not going to happen. Logano's going to win stage 1.
Right there, nice job.
That was huge for Joey Logano.
Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez making up row 1. And a big shove by Brad Keselowski in the 2. We'll see if that helps Chase Elliott clear the 41. Now fighting back on the inside. Daniel Suarez in the 41 has a run, and here comes Martin Truex Jr. in the 19.
How impressive is that 41 car, Daniel Suarez, today? What a great job on that restart. Had everybody ganged up on the outside. Made that bottom work. Martin Truex Jr. comes through in second place. Taking second position from Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin back there battling for 4th with the 2 car. Brad Keselowski down the front straightaway. Little side draft there.
Guys, 267 laps, and it's going to take all 267 laps. That first stage looked pretty straightforward for 75 laps. That last yellow, Bert, you talked about it. Changed the complexion completely of who scored points, who is up front. Took 1 timely yellow and 1 restart as we see Truex move to the bottom, battling Suarez.
Now, Martin Truex Jr. and this team, you're going to have to contend with them on these 1.5 miles. How about that run on the bottom? Watch him drive in the corner. Is going to clear the 41 on corner entry. Martin Truex Jr. is extremely happy with his car right now.
Truex Jr. out front at Kansas now.
So we saw Jimmy Johnson, the 48, had to come to pit road. This is why. Joey Logano in the 48 racing on the racetrack. And you're going to see the 48 just gets high. and makes contact with the wall. And we've seen that out of many cars. Force them. You see the damage. The team has to come to the right rear. The Goodyear worn off the right rear tire. They have to come to pit road, not only for a pit stop, but extra time to repair that damage. Here's some other heavy racing. Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, and that orange 41 car. The two Joe Gibbs cars right behind him.
Caution has come out. The 66 of Joey Gase sideways off of turn 4 and into the grass. May have had a little help, Jeff.
Yeah, Kyle Larson in the top lane, trying to get the top lane to work, and Joey Gase is running there, and hear him off the throttle and then back on the throttle and just rolls him around. I think Kyle Larson is saying, look, dude, we want to be up here. Like, you're multiple laps down, be in a lane where the fast cars aren't. Kyle Larson had had enough.
Yeah, you heard the throttle of the 42 car.
He lifts here.
He lifts, then
he's like, no, I've had enough. Yep. And throttles up, sends him around.
As we come up on 40 laps to go in stage 2, field approaching the Geico restart zone once again. Truex Jr. and Elliott side by side.
Truex choosing the bottom of the racetrack, getting some help from his teammate Denny Hamlin down the front straightaway, building up speed through the gears down into turn 1. He's clear. Look at Brad Keselowski to the top. Oh, the 20 car has to get out of the gas, lose a lot of position there.
4 and 5 wide again down the backstretch.
I think Brad Keselowski had to go to the top to avoid a problem with Eric Jones. I don't think he meant to go there. Because Eric Jones clearly was some sort of an issue.
Yeah, fighting for position around the racetrack. This one's for the lead. Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin taking over the top spot from teammate Truex Jr.
Denny Hamlin now trying to block Truex Jr. Truex with a big run on the outside is going to get back alongside of him. Did not quit. Hamlin thought he had to pass completed. Martin Truex Jr. said, nope, not yet. Coming back at you.
What will Hamlin do now? He's not going to have as much track to work with, and Truex Jr. back in front.
So now Hamlin going to go up the racetrack, put that side draft on him, try to slow that 19 down. Martin Truex Jr. just carrying so much speed to the middle of the corner, Jr.
Yeah, I'm real surprised at how hard these teammates are racing. It's great, though. Fun to watch. Both of them battling, trying to take this lead.
What's crazy is side by side, they're still running faster than the 4 car. Hamlin way up the racetrack, going to carry that momentum, going to complete the pass.
Dave, could there be another playoff driver with a mechanical issue? Clint Boyer, for a couple of runs now, has said that he's had a vibration in the car. Mike Bugaravich called out a specific part, and they think it's in the driveline as Ryan Blaney takes second spot for Martin Truex Jr.
Needing points is Alex Bowman in the 15. Must-win situation might be building for him after this second stage. And now the white flag out on stage 2. So one more lap around, and this one not nearly as close as stage 1. Denny Hamlin has a 2.6 second lead. Now the one negative to Denny Hamlin potentially winning this stage is that since stage racing has begun, a stage winner has never gone on to win the race here. And so that could be bad for Logano as well as Denny Hamlin.
11 slowed getting to turn 3.
Slowed way down. Way down as Denny Hamlin slowing
letting him
down.
go. Just letting him go, guys.
And he'll win stage 2. So Denny Hamlin gets stage 2. Blaney will finish in second. 4 drivers are now locked into the round of 8. The 11 and 19 via points are now secured in the round of 8. They will have a chance to get into the championship 4. Will someone join them via a win, or will it be points that get the remaining drivers into the round of 8? The final stage is underway. This is huge right here. Could the 11 get by Keselowski? Brad Keselowski fighting for spots, but if he goes a lap down, it will be difficult for him to gain any positions. And right now, he's about to go a lap down. Denny Hamlin about to pass him.
Oh, Brad almost into the back of the lap car. McDowell off of turn 4. That cost him a lot of speed.
He knows how serious this situation is. He's been told that Chase Elliott is way ahead of him.
All this is allowing that 18 car back there in the screen, back there in the shot to close the gap just a little bit on Denny.
Brad Keselowski right now, you're going to see him trying to run whatever lane he thinks Denny Hamlin wants to run. Take the air off that car. Goes to the top.
Oh, the 88 car out on the racetrack with new tires, but that's not going to keep the 11 car from putting the 2-car lap down.
And now positions will be so difficult to gain for Brad Keselowski. He's a lap down.
If we were to get that restart, he can go get some guys.
And as we focused on that battle for the points, Rick, look what's happening for the battle for the lead. The 18 of Kyle Busch has inched in on Denny Hamlin. 23 now, 23 laps to go within striking distance. What a day Kyle Busch has had. He's had to pit for damage, had to pit for a throttle issue. Not sure they had it resolved. And here he is all the way back to second. 3
points separating Brad Keselowski and Chase Elliott. If they were to be tied, if they end up with the same amount of points at the end of this race, Chase Elliott has the tiebreaker. He has a better finish in this round, and that's what we go back to, the best finish in the round. We just saw the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Looks like he tagged the wall just a bit.
Yeah, their whole right side looks pretty flat, and I can actually see the damage on the right front. Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's kind of what we talked about earlier, right? You run that wall all day long. It's hard to get through the whole day without making contact.
Now, when that damage happens to the right side of the car, unlike in the Xfinity Series where there's composite bodies, he could be having a tire issue. You saw him get way out of the gas. Yeah. Sure enough, this could bring out the caution and change everything.
Yeah, if that right rear tire comes apart.
And there's the caution. 15 to go. There'll be a restart. 9 laps to go. 4 points separating the 2 of Keselowski and the 9 of Chase Elliott. Positions on the racetrack, each worth a point. Back up through the gears. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson up front as well.
Remember that 18 car, the first car on 4 tires of Kyle Busch.
Side by side for the lead. Nobody giving an inch. Larson, Hamlin, battling for the lead. The 18 nowhere to go.
Look at the 9 car, Chase Elliott, 3 wide on the outside, knowing he needs spots.
Now just 8 laps to go. Here comes the 18. He goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Eric Jones coming into play as well in the 20.
So far, those 2 tires are paying off for these guys. 4 tires not really coming that fast. Chase Elliott trying to make them work back there.
And so is Kyle Busch in the 18. Here comes the 9, though. A good run by Chase Elliott. A little contact. They stay straight.
That's going to break the momentum. That's going to give Chase 2 spots right there.
That was a huge game for Chase Elliott.
Those 2 spots, now they're even in points.
Wow.
What a turn of events the caution brings out.
Chase to the middle of the racetrack. He's got the advantage of tires. Can he make this run off the corner? Caution's out.
And the caution has come out. Wreck on the backstretch.
Big crash.
Bubba Wallace in the 43 involved, as is the 36 of Matt Tifft.
Now, think about this, guys. This allows the 2 to come on pit road and get tires. But these guys in the front, they can't pit.
That's the wheel from Bubba Wallace's number 43.
No, Jeff, there's no pitting at this point. There's no pitting for the front. Keselowski back in 18th. He might try to come get some tires.
Keselowski's got to pit.
Yeah,
he's out of them. He's out. He's going to be out if he doesn't pit. He has got to pit and put tires on.
I'll get the temps cooled off if you want to tape it up. Put tires on it.
I like what he's thinking already. I'm going to cool it off. Put some tape on it. Green, white, checkered.
And look at the 43 of Bubba Wallace. What happens? How much damage to this race car as we see him climbing out.
Oh, the wheel comes off first. The car spins. The wheel has already left it. Some sort of mechanical failure. Look at this right here. Left rear tire comes off the car 180 miles an hour.
Like the wheel and everything came off the car.
Yes.
Maybe you had a loose wheel trying to soldier home.
These cars now They have actually components on there where you can adjust the toe and the camber. We hear about the inspection station all the time. So there's a lot more components that get bolted on that normally used to be welded solid. I don't know if that's what happened, but obviously a huge mechanical failure. The 43 completely out of control, nothing he could do.
And that 20 car on the outside behind the 9. Erik Jones, he's here for one thing and one thing only. That's to win this race, not in the playoffs.
Yeah, he doesn't want to help the 9. He's a teammate to Denny Hamlin, as is Kyle Busch. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. A good shove from the 18. And there's the 20 moving to the outside, trying to get by the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Chase has no choice but to get in that bottom groove.
A great restart for the 11 of Denny Hamlin. If they get all the way back around to the white flag, the next flag will determine the end of the race.
Huge push by the 18 of Kyle Busch on to Denny Hamlin. That's what hurt the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Here they come.
Oh!
And behind him, hard into the wall.
Logano, there's Logano.
The caution, Logano is wrecked. Did the caution come out before he got the white flag?
Incredible job by Joey Logano not to drive up the racetrack and get in the wall to get that car corrected. That may sound like a little thing, but if he's in the wall, his day is over.
Daniel Suarez involved in this accident. Daniel Hemrick also. Now we'll have to go back to see if the white flag was received by Denny Hamlin before the caution came out.
I think that's over, too.
The caution came out first. That means they'll try to restart again.
Oh, Joey Logano did not want to hear that, because that car is damaged.
Not received the white flag.
Remember, it's not the flag itself, it's the lights, right, Rick? Because we're looking at the flag, man. He's got the white and the caution, all this. NASCAR is going to see when the lights came on. But let's see what happened. We talked about Joey Logano had to get to the finish. Chase was trying to win. Well, really, it starts with Brad Keselowski. He has to go 3 wide, 4 wide, and they just run out of real estate. Contact with the 41 up the track, catches Hemrick. Logano down there on the bottom of the racetrack as he went out of view, got caught and went through the grass. This will be a great look at the 22 right here at the top of your screen, that bright yellow car. He's going to come into screen and gets pushed down to the grass.
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, as they come back for the restart. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps to go.
Oh, Denny Hamlin got a really good restart. Cleared that outside lane. What's the 18 going to do?
9 and 18 side by side. That's great for Denny Hamlin as those guys working side by side aren't able to draft up. Actually, 11 is able to pull away.
Pulling away. The fight for second now. Chase Elliott surging ahead.
Chase is clear. He's got to drive up for that at 18.
Joey Logano actually picking spots up back in the pack.
Cars in the fence off of turn 4.
Keselowski having trouble. He's really slow.
The white flag came out. Now it's Denny Hamlin trying to hold off the 9 of Chase Elliott. Here comes Kyle Busch as well. Down the backstretch for the final time.
Oh,
a good run by the 18. Kyle Busch with momentum. Here comes Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin up the racetrack.
Look at the points.
Out of turn 4. Denny Hamlin will win at Kansas. And who will advance? Will it be Chase Elliott? The 2 of Brad Keselowski was falling back, losing positions. And it looks as though unofficially the 9 of Chase Elliott is going to advance into the round of 8.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.